One of the biggest pain points when you have hearing loss is understanding one voice, one person's voice, when there's a lot of background noise around you. The most common places for this are at a restaurant or a group gathering where there's many people all talking in the same room as you, and all of that extra background noise makes it very hard to hear the person in front of you. This is something that is personal to me, as both of my parents have hearing loss, and my dad more so has trouble understanding people when there's a lot of background noise around him. In today's video, I will review the Noopl, which is an iPhone plugin that looks like this. Do you see this piece on the bottom here? This is the Noopl. I'm going to talk about how this can help someone understand speech when there's background noise, how to use it, and when to use it. My name is Dr. Ben Thompson. I'm the founder of TrebleHealth.com. Our mission is to provide telehealth service and help for adults with hearing loss. That means helping you find the right technology at an affordable price and making sure over time that it's helping you hear the people that matter most. Let's start by explaining how to use the Noopl. You can see here that I plugged it into the bottom of my iPhone, and that activates it. You would go through the process of downloading the app and then connecting it to whatever you're putting inside your ears. This will only work with Apple AirPods Pro or certain kinds of hearing aids that are called made for iPhone hearing aids. I'm going to explain how to set it up for the AirPods Pro and then explain what kind of hearing aids work with it. It is important to note that the Noopl does not work with every kind of hearing aid, specifically Phonak hearing aids or most kinds of online hearing aids. That said, please reach out to our team if you have more questions about what kind of technology works with Noopl. We'd be glad to help make sure you get the right answers. At the time of making this video, the Noopl is only available for iPhones. They do have plans to make it available for Android users. And as I said earlier, it is not available for Phonak hearing aids because Phonak does not follow the made for iPhone specific Bluetooth protocol. What that means is that if you have Kirkland Signature 10.0 hearing aids from Costco, or you have Phonak Paradise hearing aids or any other type of Phonak hearing aids, that the Noopl doesn't work. I just want you to know that. If you have other kinds of hearing aids that are made for iPhone, then the Noopl will work with them. I'm going to share my screen that I have on my side here. Basically what you do is you can put on your AirPods Pro or your made for iPhone hearing aids, and you connect this bottom piece to your iPhone, you go through the setup, and then if you're using the AirPods Pro, you put the AirPods Pro in and you set it up on the automatic mode. That means when you're turning your head left and right, the device will automatically make the person's speech who is in front of your face that direction louder and try to suppress the background noise, turn down the noise around you. So this is how it works, and that's how you use it. There's some other buttons here on the app. You can adjust how much the noise is reduced, called the noise reduction button. And you can also increase or decrease the volume based on how much help you need hearing. Now you'll see me switch to the green color here, and that's the manual mode. The manual mode does work with AirPods Pro, but I would say the manual mode from my testing is best used when you have the made for iPhone hearing aids, because the made for iPhone hearing aids do not work in that automatic setting. And finally, on my screen here, I'll show you that you can adjust the bass and the treble. Most patients have more hearing loss in the treble tones. So if the AirPods Pro that you're using are not adjusted for your hearing loss, then you're going to need to make some fine-tuning adjustments to get the most out of them. So that's how the app works. Overall, pretty intuitive. And yes, they do work when they're in my ears. When I have the AirPods Pro in my ears and I have the Noopl turned on, all I had to do was put the iPhone on a flat surface in front of me. And then I had people on all directions at different distances with background noise going on. And using it with the AirPods Pro immediately, it didn't sound perfect. It didn't sound excellent. I needed to make some fine-tuning adjustments to get the most out of it. I needed to adjust the noise reduction a bit, adjust the volume a bit, adjust the bass and treble, and then, it was better. It was more clear. I had my father try them on as well and use them. He was my main test subject. He was able to use it. He was able to get some benefit out of it. It was pretty easy for him to realize that wherever he turns his head, that direction, he's going to hear that person more. It did need to be fine-tuned. That's how you use it. Now let's transition into when you should use it and what to do. I was speaking about this with the other audiologists on our staff at Treble Health, and we determined that the Noopl itself is going to succeed based on how the AirPods Pro or the hearing aids that you're wearing are programmed. If you just put AirPods Pro in your ears and use this, you'll get some benefit, but you'll be leaving a lot of potential on the table. If you have a hearing loss, or if you're not sure if you have a hearing loss, we want to test or measure your hearing. From that, we can program the AirPods Pro, or we can recommend certain hearing aids that can do the job. If you have not yet had a hearing test, or you want an updated hearing test, then you have a few options. Option number one, go to an in-person clinic. Option number two, try an online hearing check first to see where your levels are at. I'm going to put our online hearing check from Treble Health, which is a trusted hearing check, hearing screening. You can click that link to take the test yourself. It takes about 5 minutes, or you can check the description below this video if you want to try our online hearing screening. Based on the objective test information you have of where does your hearing stand in each ear, at what level, bass, mids, and treble, then we're going to recommend certain features, certain settings. You can actually program the AirPods Pro based on a hearing loss. And if you need help with that, please reach out to one of our professionals. We'd be glad to guide you through the process to get the most of the AirPods Pro. If that amplification feature of the AirPods Pro isn't enough to hear in background noise for you, you need more help, then the Noopl may be a good choice of a simple, cost-effective way to see how much better you can hear in background noise. Another option would be considering actual hearing aids that can give you much more benefit than just AirPods Pro. The AirPods Pro occlude your ear, and that may help with reducing background noise, but the speech clarity, the naturalness of the sound, how normal does that speech sound, is off. It's really not great with AirPods Pro as compared to more traditional modern hearing. As you can tell, there's a few considerations, but I wanted to make that clear that you have to program the devices you're using on your ears based on the hearing you actually have. So there needs to be some form of an online hearing check or a hearing test or an in-person evaluation for us to know that for sure. I think Noopl has a place, and I enjoyed using the technology. If you have historically struggled with hearing loss and you have tried hearing aids, then the next step is to make sure your hearing aids are programmed well. And then at that point, consider different remote microphone technologies like Noopl that can give you an extra bump, an extra boost in those complex listening environments. If you have Phonak hearing aids, then I would go with the Phonak Roger system, which is much more expensive than the Noopl, but that is your best option. If you have made for iPhone hearing aids, or you're using AirPods Pro as hearing aids, then Noopl would be a good option to consider, as well as other more sophisticated remote microphone technologies through an audiologist, most likely. Thank you for watching this video. If you found value in it, please press the thumbs up button. That is my way of knowing that you enjoyed it, and it lets YouTube know that this video is worth sharing to other people. My name is Dr. Ben Thompson. I'm the audiologist and founder of TrebleHealth.com. We have a team of talented providers who have decades of experience with hearing loss and helping adults get the right solution in their ears, through their phone, whatever it may be. We understand the whole market. We'll be glad to help. If you have some questions, please reach out to us. We can have a Zoom session to get you on the right track. You can find us at TrebleHealth.com. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel here by pressing the red button below this video. Thank you so much. On my side, if you're still hanging around, I'm going to recommend another video, which is the top hearing aids of 2022. I reviewed them. Our team discussed them. I hope you can watch that other video to learn more. And thank you for being here. Bye-bye.